first episode of The Walking Dead Season 2 is a great Clementine story, but it lacks any big picture punch. Episode 2, A House Divided, finds a direction, puts everything in context, and pays off huge. Seeds sown in the beginning don't sprout, they explode like a bomb. Clementine's fascinating character arc continues down a dark hole, but this episode really belongs to Carver, a villain with a quiet, terrifying menace. Short of Lee Everett, nothing we've seen till now has affected Clementine in quite the same way as the major events and catastrophic choices Carver puts into motion. A House Divided may be the biggest episode of The Walking Dead yet, both in terms of the ground covered and the variables you'll encounter along the way. Conversations make up the majority of the interactive story, and they splinter off in wildly different directions depending on who's allowed to have them and how you treat others. On her journey north to find safety and a missing friend, Clementine winds up in frantic fights that are among the best action sequences Telltale's ever created. Tension during button-mashy fight scenes is rare, and nobody is better at it than this team. Many moments feel definitive, like they'll each have lasting consequences on the people you're with, whether they're Luke's family or a new group of trustworthy survivors. For the first time playing The Walking Dead, I absolutely had to rewind to see how else something would have played out. I did this 4 times, and each time I came out the other side hurting from the hard-hitting results of my actions. This is one of the series' strongest, most emotionally destructive scripts. Michael Madsen is an actor who's been known to chew through scenery, but in A House Divided, his performance as Carver is very effectively subdued.
Well, I think I've troubled you long enough. I can let myself out.
Don't come back.
You have a real good day now.
The villain is calm, calculated, and as terrifying when he's talking to a little girl as he is when he's torturing a man. Control is his endgame, not just power, and he sets the stage for a bleak future for Clementine and her group. Likewise, Clementine is establishing a bit of control herself. She makes big decisions about her group's fate during the stressful and bloody 30-minute finale, while reconciling and damaging relationships along the way. Better than ever before, Telltale's writing humanizes characters new and old, which makes interacting with them, and potentially hurting them, all the more heart-wrenching. If Episode 1's goal was to make us as uncomfortable as possible with Clementine's character growth, Episode 2 is a reminder that there is always somebody out there who's worse than the worst person you know. Episode 2 of The Walking Dead Season 2 is one of the best episodes Telltale has ever made. It's big, full of great dialogue, devastating consequences, memorable and fun action sequences, and it places a smart, scary plot at center stage. Clementine's character arc remains the most interesting aspect of Season 2, and The Walking Dead is walking her down a more brutal, disturbing path than ever before. For more on The Walking Dead, there's plenty more at IGN.
Clem! I'm okay! I'm stuck! Behind you!
Oh shit.